Oh, we've got some whiskey drama. You may have heard by now, but Uncle Nearest and CEO Fawn Weaver and co-founder, her husband Keith, they are in the middle of a $108 million legal battle that could determine the future of their business. So Uncle Nearest launched in 2017. They opened to the public in 2019. Uncle Nearest is a nod to Nathan Nearest Green, who was an enslaved master distiller who taught Jack Daniels a lot about the craft of whiskey making. But now they find themselves in the midst of a lawsuit. The claim was filed in July 28th of this year by Farm Credit Mid-America. They are claiming that Uncle Nearest has defaulted on multiple loans totaling $108 million. This debt includes $65.2 million in revolving loans, $22 million in term loans, and a $15 million real estate line of credit, along with nearly $6 million in accrued interest. Farm Credit Mid-America is claiming that Uncle Nearest overstated its whiskey barrel inventory that was used for collateral for these loans for the attuned to about $21 million. Farm Credit Mid-America is also claiming that they allege that some of those loan proceeds were used to purchase a $2.2 million property in Martha's Vineyard through a separate LLC, and supposedly that also violates the terms of the loan. And on top of that, the lawsuit accuses the company of selling collateral barrels and even selling off future revenue streams at discounted rates without notifying the lender. So it's a whole big mess. Uncle Nearest is placing the blame solely on the former chief financial officer, who has since been fired. They say between 2022 and 2023, he alone inflated barrel counts, reporting an extra 77,000 barrels, securing a $24 million loan increase in a line of credit. Fawn Weaver is claiming that her and the other executives had no idea about this misreporting because everything was handled by the chief financial officer. Once the inventory was found to be inaccurate, they then submitted accurate reporting, and then also, like I said, fired the chief financial officer. Regardless of any of that, Farm Credit Mid-America is saying that Uncle Nearest failed to meet financial requirements in the loan agreements, which is maintaining $1 a month in net income. I know that sounds very strange, and I had to look it up a couple times, but they had to have at least $1 in net income and a net worth of $100 million in 2024. They accused the company of falling short of liquidity requirements and failing to submit required financial reports, borrowing-based certificates, and cash flow forecast. So that's all in the claim. Uncle Nearest is saying that this whole lawsuit is salacious and inaccurate, and they insist that they are the victims of fraud here by the chief financial officer, and they're maybe thinking about taking legal action against that person. But also, Farm Credit Mid-America is also wanting to have a receiver, basically meaning they want someone to take over this business as this lawsuit drags out and as things get finalized and fixed. Fawn has taken to social media a couple of days back and was basically saying hey, let's clear the shelves of Uncle Nearest. We need everybody to go out and purchase these bottles and really show support and everything like that. But the judge has now issued a gag order. There was a hearing on August 7th that brought both sides together. Again, Farm Credit wants to have a receiver take over the company. Uncle Nearest admitted it would miss its $10 million payment and has considered even filing Chapter 11 bankruptcy, but argued it should be able to operate as is under the current leadership. Co-founder Keith Weaver told the court that a former CFO was responsible for all the wrongdoing and that everything's fine. The judge did say and commented, Uncle Nearest appeared to be out over its skis financially. It's a hell of a quote. And like I said, on August 11th, the judge issued the gag order where either side could talk about the issues at hand. They can't go to social media and talk about anything. So we'll have to see how this plays out. Me personally, like, I follow Fawn on social media. I've got her book here that she wrote about, Uncle Nearest. It's a really good book. I like Fawn. I hope that this all kind of gets worked out. I'm hoping that this whole thing is a good lesson, not just for this company, but for all companies. Be careful who you hire, and maybe keep tabs on folks. But I'm hoping that it doesn't go to a receivership. I'm hoping that they'll be able to stay with the company and right the wrongs here. And, you know, it looks like they have admitted, like, hey, this was a mistake. CFO did this. We're trying to fix it. I'm hoping that the credit people will be a little nice, and hopefully Fawn and Keith can right the ship here. But hopefully it's a lesson learned. And the courts haven't ruled on the receivership yet. I'm sure that will be coming out in the next couple of days. I'll keep everybody posted as much as I can. But man, this kind of sucks. Hope everything gets worked out. See you guys.